Bam! You know you could have did my video, man.
Man, you know I'm in there working, man. You know what I'm doing. I'm the landlord, dog. I gotta get ready to go put people out, dog.
You right.
Come on, man.
For sure,
I got you, though.
Give me on
I got you, bro.
Bad.
And we are back and forth sports, where we always keep it real on all things sports. And today might be a fiery conversation. And of course, I'm the old head in the conversation, the old way of thinking, so they say. I say it's the right way of thinking, but that's just me. But nevertheless, man, it's good to be back breaking bread with the partners. What's up, FJ? What's up, Prince?
What's up, bro?
Man,
what's going on with you?
Chilling. Man, look, I feel like I'm on here with celebrities. I mean, Prince blowing up on the podcast. FJ and his wife, they Hollywood superstars now. I'm loving it.
No, man.
Hey, I'm just trying to get in where I fit in.
I know, man. I know. But nevertheless, man, we ain't gonna waste no time. So for those that's watching, we got a little chat group where we kind of be battling all the time, sharing opinions, sharing thoughts. So the last couple of days, we had a few hot topics that made us decide that we gotta do a show. One is KD's legacy. I think we kind of feel a little different on that. And also for those that keep up with sports, LeBron James came out recently on his podcast and said that the NBA ring culture is weird and really has no place in the sport. And I think we all have some disagreements on that. So we are here to talk about those disagreements. Also, we will be touching on Game 6 of the finals towards the end. So stay tuned for all that. But before we get started, if you don't mind, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It helps the channel grow. Shoot us a comment if you like the content. Let us know your opinion in the comments. And let's all break bread together. But OG Fred, I'm going to give you the flow, man. I think LeBron James' comments about ring culture was kind of weak to me. I know he's a great player. I know he's an MVP player, Mount Rushmore, all that, but I thought those comments was weak. Tell me why I'm wrong.
I mean, I think my first question is, what did he really say that was weak, though?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, this is what I got. I'm going to give you the short answer, and then I'll come back later and give you a longer version of it. I really, truly, in my gut, feel like he knows his career is coming to an end. I think he knows, and I'm not saying he cares one way or another. I think he knows he's not going to kiss Jordan in rings. And I think he knows that most people that support Jordan, one of their talking points is Jordan has 6 rings, LeBron has 4. So I personally think that he's doing some preemptive work to start diminishing the value of rings, so the ring value in the argument of the GOAT is not nearly as prevalent. So I think him saying that but anyway, that's kind of where I am, and I'll reply. So that's kind of where I am. I feel like it's all related to Mike.
How we get on Jordan?
I mean, I think I made that clear. The argument between LeBron and Mike is LeBron got the most stats, longevity. Jordan had maybe the higher peak, more rings. That's pretty much it. When I hear LeBron people arguing, they're not arguing about championships. They're saying, hey, LeBron got more points. He got more All-NBAs. He got more this, more that. Longevity stats. Not bad because it's still impressive, but that's the argument I hear from that side. On my side, we say, well, Jordan had 10 scoring titles. Jordan got more MVP. Jordan got more titles. So it's just, and I know that's the short version, but them basically the two sides. You know, I can't argue with y'all as far as the amount of first team All-NBA, most points. I can't argue with that. But y'all can't argue with me on the ring. So I think I think those are the roots of the two opinions.
So basically, you took this topic and made it a LeBron thing. You and Stephen A. made this a LeBron thing.
100%. I don't think LeBron. I think everything LeBron does is calculated and it comes back to him. So yeah, for sure.
What he gonna get out of what he said though? He don't get nothing out of that. He don't get no reward for saying what he said. He don't. I mean, at the end of the day, he really didn't say nothing wrong. Again, I don't agree with it because, like I said, I think it's certain spots for certain people. That I'm always feel that way. I feel like you need one ring to be over here with me. If I got 2 rings and you got 0 rings, you can't ride with me, brother. I mean, that's how I feel.
Right.
I don't agree with him, but I understand where he's coming from with players like AI and players like Barkley. In a sense, it's almost like we don't even talk about those guys because they don't have rings because they haven't had those big moments to where they could lead a franchise, lead a squad or whatever. So it's like we put them on the back burner in general. So I agree with him. Why he just saying why can't they be mentioned with this guy over here, even though he has a ring? But these are still great players that we often don't even hear about no more because they don't have a ring. I think that's all he's saying.
Right. Yeah, and you're right. It's all about perception. Cause see, I heard it totally different. You know, cause for one thing, me and Prince just had a conversation before we went live. He thinks Iverson is probably the second best shooting guard of all time. No, third. I love
definitely.
Allen Iverson. I think he's a great player. I love Charles Barkley. Outside of Jordan, Charles Barkley was who I wanted to be when I was young. Because I knew I didn't have the athleticism of Jordan. I was a Charles Barkley. I wore number 34 cost of Barkley. Karl Malone, all these players with no rings, Carmelo Anthony, look, they're all great players. So I think it's a difference between saying these are great players and Hall of Fame players. To me, that's giving them their props. But I'm sorry, Allen Iverson. I love you. The answer, the culture. I'm not putting you in the same category as Jordan and Kobe. And you know why? It's because you didn't win. And I'm sorry if that, not y'all, I'm sorry if that hurts people's feelings because a person is probably being a little more stern with that. But it's like you said, FJ, you said yourself, and I know we disagree, but I know we still kind of sort of agree. Iverson, can you even get in the car with us? I mean, you have 0 rings. Can you ride with if the car got 4 seats? Jordan driving, Kobe in the shotgun, Wade in the back. Just because we like you and it's not a good fourth option,
Crazy,
maybe we put you on the path behind the passenger because we got an extra seat. But we got to look around and see do that seat belong to somebody else before we put you in there.
When it comes to AI, when it comes to AI, we talking about putting AI in the Jordan and Kobe class. Jordan Brun, them players, it's like too many players in that class. They're in a separate room by themselves. You feel me? So I ain't talking about the Jordans, the Kobes, the Bruns. You feel me? I ain't really talking about them. But everybody else, yeah, AI in that room, bro.
But that's my point. You probably got 10 people in the main room. Everybody else is great. Hall of Famers, all NBA players, all stars, millionaires, all that. But I'm sorry, if y'all did not win championships, y'all cannot get in this club. I'm sorry, you just can't. Now, that don't mean you ain't in a separate club. That don't take nothing away from you. That don't mean you weren't successful in life. That don't mean none of that. That just means when we having deep locker room, barbershop, basketball conversations and we talking about who the best, if you pull, like for instance, I got a friend that swore by Buffalo Bills in the 90s when they went to 4 straight Super Bowls. Like that's impressive. And I'm saying to myself, it's not impressive to me if you go 4 times and don't win none. Like, it's cool, but I remember you more as losers than, oh, y'all got 4 times. I'm gonna remember more y'all lost 4 times. I'm not even remembering that y'all got 4 times in a row. I'm saying, damn, y'all went 4 times and lost all 4. Because winning trumps all. Winning trumps all. You know, so
yeah, I agree with that. It's just I feel like it's just certain players that just don't fit them all. You know, it's an exception for every rule. Most players gonna fall under that rule, but it's some players that like, nah, these players in the room with anybody. That's just how I always felt about it. Yeah, rings is important. Rings do give you a boost, but at the end of the day, to me, some players like I seen him play. Rings didn't mean shit. He was him.
But when you compare that player that you're referring to against another player that's him with rings, it's a separation. If you want to compare him to another good player, I'm with you. But I'm just saying the conversation is going to be short. I'm just saying with a person like me, if we all sitting around the table, blowing, drinking, chilling, we talking sports, if you start telling me, no, this dude was the man, I'm like, who? And you bring up Allen Iverson, I'm like, yeah, Iverson was cold, man, but he ain't got no.
But you know what? We also got to consider too, man. This is, I think this is one other thing that we really don't take into consideration. Championships are hard to win. Like them things just don't come by on the whim.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's only one championship could be given out.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that the AI was in that era where it was Kobe and Shaq. We know AI wasn't. His chances of beating Kobe and Shaq were very slim. So
talking about 0%.
Yeah, so it's just like, so I still get what Bron's saying. Why would we make these players not even be talked about? Because we don't talk about AI. We don't talk about Karl Malone. Hold on. I'm saying these are great players, though. These are all-time great players that we don't even discuss no more. Nobody discussed these players. And at the end of the day, it's 9 times out of 10 is because they don't have one ring.
Fred, they discussed, they just not discussed as much.
What they discussed that?
They ain't even discussed.
About them?
Nobody talk about players without rings.
Okay,
who talks about them?
Okay, so this is what y'all telling me. Y'all telling me that 100% of all basketball conversations are only about Jordan, LeBron, Steph, KD, Magic, nobody else. They talk about nobody else, just the big boy. I know me. I'm involved in conversations all the time with ancillary stars that may be not known as the greatest, but when we start talking about who the best power forwards. Yeah, you're right. There's some good power forwards that got rings that I'm gonna pick Barkley or Malone over, but I'm not gonna pick them over they peers that got rings. So to me, it's gonna be separate categories. I think we can all go on the record right now and say Allen Iverson is a great player. To me, I got Iverson as the 4th greatest shooting guard. That's not dissing him. That means out of every shooting guard that ever played for the life of basketball, I can't name but 3 shooting guards I would pick over Iverson. But I'm sorry when I talk about Iverson when it's appropriate. Like if we having a conversation about who the best shooting guards, I'm gonna talk about Iverson. If we having a conversation about what our basketball players changed the culture, I'm gonna talk about Iverson. If we start talking about who the GOAT and who was the best, I can't talk about Iverson.
Well, I get that. I get that. We ain't talking about who the GOAT.
So everybody get it, Fred, and it's common sense to all of us because I hear what y'all saying. Y'all hear what I'm saying.
What's most basketball conversation consist of though? Who is the best? Ain't nobody really talking about the whole game. Okay, talk about popular topics and who the best.
Chris, let me ask you something. We all know, and this ain't no secret. I hope I ain't outing you, but you are a connoisseur of the green
for sure.
Leafs.
Proud.
Do you ever spend time talking about trash weed when you with your partners?
I'm live on podcast when I'm
no.
Exactly. You only talk about the best. You only want the best. I don't have time to talk about everybody else. We all busy. We all grown. We all work. We do stuff. Got kids here. I don't have time to talk about every player that's ever been good through the league. I can't talk about every single all-star, everybody that made a first team all NBA. When
you prove my point, though. You prove my point, though. They ain't being talked about.
No, I'm saying I can't talk about them as much. I talk about them when it's relevant. You know who else I don't talk about? And either don't take this personal. I don't talk about Tim Duncan. I think Tim Duncan a top 10 player. I think he's a great player. I think he's an all-time. I don't talk about Duncan. His game was boring. That don't mean I don't respect his game. That don't mean I don't know who he is. But I don't talk about Duncan. You know.
I think as fans we pick and choose when it comes to like certain conversations, like you saying, Keith. Like you're not saying you down in a player. I think it's just certain conversations we just pick and choose. But to go off what FJ and Prince are saying also. We don't talk about Karl Malone. We don't talk about Allen Iverson. We don't talk about Patrick Ewing. We don't talk about, your James Hardens. These guys have changed the game of basketball, and they never won a ring. We don't talk about Carmelo Anthony. We don't talk about the to me, Carmelo better than KD. That's my opinion. I ain't knocking KD. I just feel like that. That's just me. Yeah, I said.
You said KD or KG?
Kevin Wayne Durant
better than KD.
Kevin Wayne Durant.
Listen, that's what listen. Y'all, FJ, you can go and block me. You can go look, and I was gonna come to your show in October in KC. You see what I'm
Hey
saying?
man, look,
you can
I'm
block
coming
me
to
all you want
visit you because
from
they
the
got that
comment. I'm
shit up
back.
there. I swear to God, they got that
Let me
shit
go
up
log
there. I
off
need
now
to
then,
come
'cause I
get
said,
some.
Oh man.
Prince, you gotta let me have that one, bro.
Nah, not that one. Not that one.
Oh man.
Listen,
Not
I knew.
that one.
Listen, y'all should have known I was finna cook up something brewing. Ain't nothing on TV to watch,
That's
but
just
my home.
disgusting.
So
You ain't put no
y'all knew when
season
y'all
on
seen
it,
me log
half
in,
cooked it.
it was finna be some bullshit. I've been waiting a long time to say that.
Oh my goodness, boy! You
I
So
got you.
we gonna act like I didn't say it, and we gonna keep it pushing. So
man, I don't even know how to respond to that, bro.
Yeah, I know that
I
threw,
gotta,
hey,
I
that
got. As
threw
soon
me
as we
off,
get
Fred.
off here, I'm
I'm like,
making a
I'm trying to get my
Facebook.
thoughts back together.
listen, the paperwork is there for the man. Melo was that dude, man. That's all I'm. Well, he got an argument. That he got a case. That's all I'm gonna say. He got a case. He got a
Right.
case.
So this what we got. I guess this is my
Hold on,
thing.
Melo
Hold
got a
on, who in
case.
the
Hold on,
comments?
Keith.
They
Melo
go
got a
Chop
case.
talking about now, dog. Even Chop
Do
eating
Melo?
this.
Hold on,
Y'all
hold on.
got
Wait a minute,
pictures,
Keith.
man.
Do Melo got a case?
For what?
To being
Yeah,
better
he
than
got a
KD.
case.
Ain't no way.
Melo
Nah.
ain't
All
got no
right,
case.
okay, all right.
Yo,
That's all. I just want to hear him
Listen,
say that. All right,
I
bet.
done threw a monkey wrench in there, so we
hey,
gonna say
listen.
that for the next show, because I done
I
threw everybody
love
off,
Melo.
man.
I was a Melo guy when they got drafted. I thought Melo should have got Rookie of the Year. I love Melo. Melo ain't in the category of LeBron, KD, Steph, and none of them.
Ooh, man,
He's not.
that's opinion based. I give you that.
Hey
Hey,
man, don't be putting KD in the category with LeBron either. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm
Don't do that.
not saying it like that. I'm just talking about the players that great right now that Melo ain't in the league. Because KD ain't on LeBron level. He's not.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have no problem saying that.
Yeah,
And
to
I
get
love
that clear,
KD.
huh?
Oh yeah, I
But
don't
my
think he,
question,
I don't think
my question was honestly what I caught in the tail end of y'all and what I was gonna
hey,
ask Keith.
cut your volume up if you can.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I said what I was gonna ask Mark Keith is, since we talking about championships and it's a team effort. Do you have respect for teams that draft their players and win championships, or do you have more respect for teams that actually go out and get the teams in free agency? You look at your
I
Golden
don't care,
States.
me personally.
You look
I
at your
mean,
go.
to your
Go
I
point,
ahead,
don't
go ahead.
care.
to your point, as far as me, yeah, I do look at them differently, but they still all champions. I'm just saying a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, if you're saying that, then Prince, how can you have Jordan as number one? I mean, how can you have LeBron as number one?
I say
Cause
I say I don't care
ain't
how
that
the
basically
team is
what you're
made.
saying? When you bouncing around putting teams together compared to growing a team organically, is that what
It
you're
don't.
asking?
No, they both the same to me. I don't care how the team
To
was
me,
put together.
a title is a title is a title. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if we come down to a tie, who the best? This person or this person, and now everything across the board is the same, and then we gotta find one thing to differentiate. That may be something I would pull out. I'm just saying. I ain't saying
I
it would.
wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm just saying me. I mean, because now we're trying our best to prove the point. Gotta
Yeah,
find
I feel.
something. You know, I gotta
Yeah,
find something. I mean, cause bro, at this level, it ain't nothing LeBron James haven't did in the NBA. It ain't nothing he can't do in the NBA. It ain't nothing he ain't accomplished in the NBA. Any fool that got two eyes can see that. Matter of fact, you can be Stevie Wonder. You done heard about LeBron. It ain't no
yeah.
question his
Well,
greatness. It ain't
when
no
it
question.
come to building teams, though, the Lakers done built the most successful teams ever, and they don't motherfucking build nobody up. They go get talent. They don't. You
No,
feel me?
you're right.
So it don't, to me, like, long as you doing your shit, I'm cool with however the process is. That's just me.
See, Dre, I've gradually got to where you are, cause like I said, I'm old school. Everybody know that. I'm it's a little
Yeah,
different.
I respect it.
But once it started happening, then now that's the norm. The first time I
Yeah,
saw it happen, I was like, damn, I ain't used to players teaming up to do, to beat.
yeah.
But
That makes
that's
sense
just
though.
it's just what it is now. So I'm not gonna fight against what's the norm now.
I
Everybody
mean,
do it.
the Lakers done that years ago, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Boston
know, but
did
I'm just
too.
saying it wasn't. It wasn't but even back then, free agency wasn't as prevalent. People just couldn't move around. Lakers lucked up. when they was able to get Kareem and then get Magic at the same time. You know, that was based on some injury stuff. Just like Dallas this year.
Yeah.
You know, just like Dallas this year. I ain't saying Dallas was gonna win the championship, but how often do you got a team with Kyrie and AD and all them, and then you still end up getting the number one pick? You know, sometimes it's just things just roll your way.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, you can say that about Boston when they got Lynn Bias. Same thing.
You know, so I just personally think that LeBron was trying to downplay rings, not because he's not a champion, because he is a multi-time champion. He done been to the finals 10 times. So I
don't think that's what he was saying.
I know, but that was the whole point of my post, because y'all always protect that boy.
I don't think it's defending. I don't think I'm defending him. I think we just heard different shit. I wouldn't say I'm defending him. I just don't think what he said is what you got from it.
Well, Dre, think about this. Just for real though. Just for real. We're gonna keep it 1,000. Who on here don't think Allen Iverson was great? I ain't saying people think he's dope. Who don't think he's great? Steve Nash. I think Steve Nash got 2 MVPs he shouldn't have. I still know he was a great player when he played. I watched him play. I know he was a floor general leader, to shoot, free throws, didn't miss, great passer. I know he's a great player. There's plenty of great players. Yeah. Everybody, because you was a great player, don't mean you belong in the conversation with the big boys.
He wasn't no better than Jason Kidd.
To me, people like Allen Iverson, Karl Malone, Barkley, Melo, all them, to me, they right outside of that spirit. I mean, y'all great in y'all own rights, but when I'm just saying when I'm arguing about who's the greatest players, I ain't arguing about who the best players, because to me, them two totally different things.
Would AI be in a different light if he won a championship?
If he only had one, I would jump him up high.
Yeah.
Say he went to Denver and won. Is he a different? Is his legacy different now?
You talking about with Melo?
Is his legacy different now?
If he was a contributor, yeah. If he went over there,
he averaged 25 in Denver. I'm just saying, if they would have won, do you think his?
Yeah, it would be. It don't matter because he got with Melo.
I think if Iverson would have won, they would have put him above John Stockton easily. It's probably the best point guard behind Magic Johnson. Like,
what the fuck do you got John Stockton at?
I mean, I think people sleep on Stockton, man. I do, man. Too. Like I do. I think they sleep on John Stockton.
I got Stockton over Nash.
For the type, I'm not talking about for the type of player that John
Stockton over Nash too.
What John Stockton brought to the NBA, I have to give him credit for. No, he wasn't flashy like Rose and Westbrook.
It sounds like you put him behind Magic Johnson. That's what I heard.
But he was your definition of a true point guard.
So is Chris Paul.
See me?
Chris Paul got compared to John Stockton.
See, I got Isaiah Thomas as the second greatest point.
That's just my opinion, though. That's just man, man. We got to get me and FJ off this mall, man. Because
I ain't said nothing wrong.
FJ made me seem slow as hell on here, man. Like real shit.
I ain't said nothing, bro.
It's the look, man.
Man, I ain't said nothing. I don't know, man. I'm still stuck on how Keith and Stephen A became best friends, bro, because they almost just alike, bro. I don't understand it, bro.
And when did you and Nick Wright get so damn close?
Me and how?
Me and Nick Wright get so goddamn close.
I disagree with what Bron said.
But so we on the same page then.
No, we're not. No,
this is what Fred's saying. Fred's saying. I agree with you. The player needs rings, but he's still saying he don't understand what I'm saying. But
I'm finna tell you why.
I'm saying.
Here's the thing. I disagree with what Bron said, but you guys took what Bron said and made your own story when he said none of what y'all are talking about. He never mentioned that he didn't care about championships. He didn't say that. You and Stephen A making it seem like, well, you went here and you went there, so you wanted to win. He never said he didn't want to win. He never said he didn't care about rings.
But Fred, this is the thing. If rings ain't that important, if rings shouldn't be the be all get all, you from Cleveland, nigga. Ride it out in Cleveland for 15, 20 years.
Who don't want to win championships, though?
Hold on.
still missing
I'm
the
just
point,
saying,
bro.
if it's not about winning, if that ain't the main thing, then stay in Cleveland, average 30 points a year like you could have, 8-9 assists like you could have, 8-9 rebounds, be the all-time leading scorer and all that other shit. Be all that, and then be okay with not having a ring.
Do you know winning can be the main thing, but it can also not be the end be all as well?
We know it's not.
Two things can be true.
Do you know it can be both though?
But we know it's not though. We literally know it's not. I agree with y'all. I'm saying I agree.
I think if I could break it down, like
I agree with you. It's not the only thing.
I can break. I feel like me.
You are saying it's the only thing though, brother.
No, I'm saying it got the heaviest weight. If I'm looking at players and I'm going on the scale and weight, out of every other attribute, championships gonna at least be 50-60%. Out of personal things, I probably got 50% championships, 25 to 30 MVPs, and the rest you can chop it up. But championships gonna hold the most weight. Period.
You don't think he know that, brother?
Well, the way
I think honestly,
he was telling me,
on, man.
Bro,
I don't know.
FJ, he was literally saying that people like Steve Nash should be spoken with him. And I'm sorry, if we all having a conversation about who the greatest player that ever played the game, if one of y'all bring up Steve Nash, I'm done talking.
Right, I'm get that.
We fight you bring up Steve Nash.
Yes, I'm with you.
I said he should be.
And that's why I said he was wrong yet. That's my only issue is with you and Stephen A. You guys started saying things that didn't even matter.
Stephen A, man.
That's your homeboy.
We cool. That's my boy. That's my source.
We cool.
That's my source. That's my source. I ain't gonna put you down, Steve, because he be watching. He be under a sleep name, bro.
I mean, yeah, you definitely need rings. I feel like everybody is. You go to the NBA thinking like, shit, I'm finna go in this bitch and get some championships for sure. But like, it's kind of like KD. Like, if I don't win, like, I'm not a failure. Y'all see this other shit I've been doing?
But I think with LeBron is we put so much on LeBron coming out of high school. I feel like watching his career. LeBron gave everything he had in Cleveland. I'm not knocking LeBron for leaving Cleveland. That's like, I'm gonna tell you something. Him leaving Cleveland is like anybody leaving El Dorado, Strong, Junction, anywhere else. You can only do so much in your hometown before you feel like you gotta go. You gotta grow. He felt like he needed to grow. So he went to Miami with somebody that wanted him to grow. I'm just being honest. Let's be real. Hear me out, Keith. Hear me out. He went to where he felt like he could grow. He won a championship down there. And what do? When we retire, what do? We come back home sometime. He said, so hey, I don't want a ring down here. I'm going to go build myself. I'm more mature. I'm going to go get my hometown what they deserve. He went and gave his hometown what they deserve. He won a ring. Then guess what he did? To solidify my career, like all the greats, I'm going to go to one of the best franchises in the history of basketball and go do that and go to the Lakers. I want to put my name on that Mount Rushmore of players. I get what he did.
So what did he have to do all that? If you look in our group chat, what I say, the nigga was in Cleveland the first go around. He didn't win. He said, I need to leave Cleveland so I can win a title. He went to Miami, won 2 titles, went 4 times. The last title when they lost, Dwayne Wade body had broke down on him. And what did he do? He said, you know what? I can't win titles in Miami no more. So I see a young Kyrie Irving over here. And I know we got the first round draft pick coming, so I'm gonna ease over here with this battle squad. You go 3-4 times in a row with them. Impressive. Kyrie won't out the last year. He didn't come back, and they got smoked in Golden State. He knew they weren't winning no more with KD and Golden State. So what did he do? I'm gonna leave again so I can go somewhere better, so I can try to keep winning more rings. Because if he didn't feel like that, he could, like to your point. I was in Cleveland, hometown. I didn't win. I left and got 2. Came back to Cleveland and got 1. Why am I leaving Cleveland again? I'm back home. Why am I leaving Cleveland?
But see, that's the transition I think that you make as a man. He gave what his hometown wanted. He proved a point. I ain't gonna lie. If I get
left because he wasn't gonna win no more titles there.
I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that. And I agree with you. I feel like this. If I got an opportunity to go to one of the best places in the world to play in LA, lights, get my name up there, get a statue, I'm going too. You're not gonna turn down the opportunity to go play for the Lakers. I don't care who you are.
Well, let me ask you this then: if they would have won that title that last year against Golden State, the year before he left, do you think he still leave and go to LA?
He been there. You know why? Because they would have gave him everything he wanted. They would have gave him anything he wanted.
Do you think
he was gone regardless? I think he was leaving Cleveland regardless.
Okay, we all disagree on that, but let's go back a little further. Miami. Say if San Antonio wouldn't have swept him that last year and Wade was still good, would he have left Miami?
I think he would have stayed with Miami.
So let me ask you this thing.
But I think the thing with Miami.
Let me ask you a question. Why leave Miami if you done been there 4 years, and the 4 years you're there, you've been to the championship and won 2?
Because I feel like D Wade told that man, come down here, get a ring with your boy, and then go on about your business. I think that's what happened.
See,
I think they had a talk to where that was already set up.
I only came to Miami because D Wade like, come get a ring with your boy.
Yeah. That's like me inviting my partner to come stay up in the city with me, and if I can put him on, I'm gonna put him on.
Come on, man. See these snowman.
But you gotta say, this the thing, though, Keith.
Hold on, man.
Keith,
hold on,
Keith.
Don't do that.
This what I'm saying. Hold on, Keith. This is what I'm saying. Hold on. I'm saying this. Just because them niggas got money, don't think that they don't think just like us. That's what I'm saying. You don't think they don't have the same conversation that we have behind closed doors? Like, hey, come rock with your boy in this city. Come help me win, and I got you. They had the same conversation. They just got more money than us. But we all think the same as men.
It sound good.
Bro, why are y'all having this whole argument about him going to Cleveland, him going to LA, him playing in Miami?
I'm proving the point. If he say rings ain't important, why is he chasing them?
He never said rings wasn't important. That's what I'm talking about. You saying stuff that the man never said. If we stick to what was said and talk about what was said instead of making up fake narratives that didn't come out the man's mouth, then I think we'll get a lot further.
Okay, I get it. Randy Mims, Rich Paul, the other dude, and FJ. So you the fourth posse member now.
What's your point though?
You the fourth posse member now.
I'm saying, what's your point? What's your point?
You the fourth posse member now. You gonna ride or die with your boy?
What is your point pertaining to what was said, Marquis? That's what I'm asking you. What is your point pertaining to what was said?
This is what we all know about LeBron James. He's very passive aggressive. He know how to say stuff without saying something.
At the end of the day,
I've been following him for 20 plus years. He know how to say something without saying something, Fred.
And that's every time he opened up his mouth, bro.
Every time
he opened up his mouth.
Very calculated. Very calculated.
At the end of the day, let's stick to what was said and stop making up a story that's something that wasn't said.
Okay, I'm with you, Fred.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm with you. Okay, I give you that. I'll take it all back. But what I need you to do right now, you told me I heard something and I created a narrative out of that, right?
That's what you and your homeboy do.
I got it. But then I just created a narrative. He said the only reason he did this is because his boy caught. Everybody got a narrative. You
said what now? Hold on. Who you say?
You just gave a reason why you said he said it. You don't know why he said it either.
Hold on. Time out. Go back to what you said though. You said what you say about the narrative.
I said E-Dub just said LeBron. The players talk behind all the time to make these decisions. That's a narrative. He ain't got no proof of that.
Yeah, but come on now. It's been noted that we know players be talking, bro. You know that now. Come on now, Keith.
Yeah, and we also know if you've been watching the NBA that LeBron know how to throw rocks and hide his hands. So it ain't surprised that he said it in a way where he can slither out of it. He always do that.
Like I said, man, I only like sticking to what I hear out of somebody's mouth.
I respect that.
That's what I like sticking to. When you give me all this, he went to Cleveland, he went to the Lake. I don't care about that because that ain't what's being talked about. Now, if that's what the topic is at hand, okay, let's talk about that. But that wasn't the topic.
Well, Fred, we do that all the time, man. When we talking sports, we always comment on, but we have conversations based on comments people make. But once again, that's only cool with everybody but LeBron. LeBron is the only person we can't make comments.
I'm not saying that. I don't say that.
I ain't saying you. That. I'm just saying the world makes it like, okay, LeBron is the only person off limits. We cannot question LeBron.
Jordan off limits too. Is he not?
Bro, if I show you the groups I'm in, Bro, look, you know who dominates the internet, Fred? People 35 and under. You know who I don't think to go?
Of course they do.
Kobe and LeBron. My generation don't even really be on here talking about this stuff. I'm one of the crazy fools that'll sit up here and argue with y'all.
Well, I don't even know why Kobe name even mentioned with Jordan and LeBron.
You know why?
I don't.
You know what? You really got a point. I don't know why Kobe name mentioned with LeBron either. But I think we're looking at it from different angles. Hey, what is it? Prince, from all angles? We're looking at it from all angles.
I got you, man. I got you.
Okay.
I guess that's the reason why you keep putting Jordan and Kobe in your starting lineup too, and leaving LeBron out. But
goddamn right, boy.
That's a topic for another day.
Boy, Jordan and Kobe. Oh my God!
Yeah, for them to shoot 35 shots apiece, they have a whole argument every time they play.
Jordan and Kobe. Oh
yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work whenever you get done. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It may not work, but it worked individually.
I know. Anything to keep Bron out your starting lineup. I get it. I've been seeing you.
Sometimes I have to choose between LeBron and Magic because I need two killers. That's Mike and Kobe. So either I'm gonna pick LeBron or I'm gonna pick Magic. It's one or the other. So sometimes I pick Magic.
There's no it ain't no time I'm gonna ever put Jordan and Kobe on the same team together. It's not happening.
Fred, there go your cheerleader.
Hey, look, one thing about her, boy, she gonna get in them comments about her man, boy. You
heard me? Yeah, she coming. She coming.
W wife in the chat.
Oh, she stay in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's move on to this other conversation we had about KD, about his legacy. I thought we probably was all on the same page, but Fred made me feel the other day like we weren't on the same page. So you told me we need to do a show to talk about KD legacy. So I want to hear exactly what you meant by that.
I mean, not necessarily his legacy. I just think it probably should have became a point in time where KD was able to be that guy and be that guy and lead a team to a championship. I'm not saying I know one particular player can't lead a team, but I'm talking about vocally, the way you carry yourself, the way you handle things. I feel like that's the KD that teams are gonna need once he get traded. If he go to a Houston, if he go to San Antonio, KD to me has to be that guy that teach these young boys how to win. Is KD capable of that? I don't think so. That's why I say what I say. I think KD is done winning rings unless he's gonna go back and play with Steph Curry and Draymond Green.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think Kevin Durant is the type of player that can lead a team. I don't think mentally he can do it. KD is the guy that just want to hoop, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot more to just hooping to win a championship. You got to do a whole lot more than just say. You got to do a whole lot more than just say, "I'm finna go out here and hoop."
So let me ask you a question then. Great point. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You think you pretty much think OKC gonna win this year, right?
That's a done deal.
Yeah,
that's a done deal. Shai got the MVP this year, led the league in scoring this year, gonna probably get Finals MVP. Have you ever heard Shai emotional or showing emotion like a Draymond or being the leader? Have you ever seen it? No, you ain't got to answer. You ain't never seen it from Draymond. I mean, you ain't never seen it from what's my boy in New York, the point guard. You don't see him saying that. You only see Jason Tatum saying that. It's plenty of great players that's the best players on their team that don't. Steph Curry. I've never seen Steph Curry pull another player to the side and get on his ass. You know why? He ain't had to because Draymond do that. But KD is the only person.
Right, you got that in Draymond. You got that in Draymond.
He got to say something. They don't say that of Kawhi Leonard. He ain't never said a word. Kawhi don't even speak to his kids.
I'm with you on that, Keith.
Nothing. Huh? What you say, Prince?
I was agreeing with you. I'm just saying I'm with you on that. KD got to talk. He the only nigga that can't be a silent leader.
KD the only one can't be a silent leader.
And you know what? To your point, I agree with you on that. Mm-hmm. But it don't work. It don't work like that for everybody. KD is gonna have to be more vocal. He's gonna have to be, bro. I promise you
because
that.
it's his status of being a great player is why we own him like that.
He's gonna have to be, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're right. You to your point, you are correct.
Yeah.
But it's not everybody don't get that pass. Some people have something bigger on their shoulders that they have to put forth to be successful.
See, Fred, these kind of comments you make, look at what Hart's saying. He's saying KD a 6-man now, a role player. You see what I'm saying? The disrespect.
I'm not saying that.
I know, but see, it's these narratives. It's this
that's crazy.
out there that got people like that, got people like Hart saying stuff like this. Come on, man. A role player? See,
nah, he far from a role player.
You take last year, Phoenix Suns. They had a terrible season. KD numbers was up. Booker numbers was down. Bill numbers was down. Everybody's numbers was down. KD the only one get the blame. He played the best.
To be technical, I usually let Shannon handle the numbers, but KD played 70+ games this year.
No, he didn't. He played 62.
No, 60, was it 60 something?
62.
Might have been 68, 62. That's still good. At 36, that's still good. And he averaged what, 25?
Hey, and check this out, E-Dub. This is what they told me 3-4 years ago when LeBron was 36. And this ain't no knock on Bron. This props to Bron. They said, we've never seen a 36-year-old do this. Well, KD doing it now. But it's empty calories when KD do it. You see what I'm saying?
Who said he was empty
I ain't
calories?
saying you. I'm talking about the narrative out there. Just Chris Broussard was just leading the charge on that yesterday. Just leading the charge on that just yesterday.
But I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
I'm speaking on national narratives.
With the teams that KD picked that he want to go to, he not chasing the ring right now. I really think it goes to what FJ just said. I really think that he's trying to be a leader on one of these teams. Because if you think about Houston, that's all they was missing was a KD type player to take them over the top.
To take them over the top to what?
Man, I feel like if you would have put a player like KD with Houston, they would have beat Golden State.
They can't shoot though, either. They can't shoot.
I get that, but I'm looking at the 25 extra points you would have got from him. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
What you say, E? Who you talking about?
KD. Okay, so let me ask you. I heard FJ answer.
What team were you talking about? I'm saying what team?
If you put KD with his numbers on Houston this year, would they have done better?
I know this. They smashing Golden State.
That's what I just said.
I mean, that ain't saying a whole lot.
And you know what? And Fred, I think we agree on this. Everybody talking about KD. Oh, he didn't make the playoffs this year. But people forgetting. You see, they didn't say that about Steph Curry because before Jimmy Butler got there, Steph Curry was on the outside.
True.
He was a play-in team.
Steph is a 4-time champion.
It don't matter. I'm just saying, nobody's saying you missing the point.
Kenny, you ain't said one word until Steph got brought up. That's all you heard is Steph Curry.
Is a 4-time champion.
But am I wrong though? Did anybody say anything about Steph that he's losing it? That he can't lead a team?
That's true.
Nobody said Steph couldn't lead a team, and they were 23 and 23 or something like that before they got Butler. When they got Butler, they skyrocketed. So you know what that told me? Steph need another star beside him because he can't lead by himself. But I ain't gonna even put that on Steph because I know Steph's a great player. But if you ain't got nobody else around you, you older, you just limited. So I'm like, why do everybody get a pass? But I think I'm
gonna be honest with you though, man. I think honestly we knocking what KD did far as him being an outgoing player in Golden State because he had a Draymond there. I really don't think Draymond liked the KD coming over there from the jump. He already made it clear that we won before you, and he never gave KD a chance.
That Negro KD didn't have no problem. Smashed him, bro.
Think about it. If you look at the chemistry out there, KD played like he wanted to be a vocal leader out there, and every time he got ready, Draymond jumped in the way to get the attention from him. So who's to say that he wasn't a vocal leader on Golden State? You see what I'm saying? Like he really didn't 100%. Have to be.
He ain't never been no vocal leader, bro. Don't fall.
And Fred, this is not. Look. This is not.
He was pretty vocal in OKC, honestly.
Huh?
You think so?
I used to watch every game.
No, man. They was just
I don't know, man.
Like
I
think
Ibaka was more of a leader than KD was Oklahoma City, man.
Who?
No, Russ
Ibaka barely speak English.
Russ, I ain't gonna knock Russ. Yeah, I'm not gonna knock Russ like that, but I mean, it's kind of like what FJ said. Some people got that dog mentality in them to be leaders, and some people don't. And I think that man just want to hoop. He just want to play ball. Even like going to Minnesota. He don't even want to go to Minnesota and play.
But being loud don't make you not a leader. I mean, being loud don't make you a leader. I'm gonna tell you, me, if I'm on a team, you know who I'm feeling like a leader on the team is? That nigga that's the first one in the gym and the last one to lead. The one that put up 1,000 shots a day, stay in peak condition. That's real leadership. A nigga over here yakking and bro, right now, PJ Tucker. He was the leader on what's the team he was with? He was Minnesota. He was their vocal leader. He didn't get a minute. PJ Tucker.
I think he was with the Knicks, I believe.
Yeah, the Knicks.
He was with Philly. He was with
Houston, right?
Whichever
Yeah,
team
but
he
got traded though and got bought out. A lot of stuff went on with him. I think he ended up with New York on the bench though.
Yeah, but my point is they said he was the vocal leader and he didn't play a minute because he got that kind of mentality. Look at James Jones on Indiana, the one that know karate.
Yeah.
You see who, when it's time to get boys in line, Haslam with Miami. Sometimes your best player ain't, bro, Steph ain't never been the leader to me. I know people love Steph. He cute and cuddly.
Wait. What did you just say? What did you just say? Who was the leader?
I'm talking about
cute and cuddly is crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm talking about in the context in which they talk about KD. I'm not saying he's not a. I think he is a leader. I'm being facetious.
Okay.
I'm saying if you're saying KD's not a leader, then you got to say Steph ain't a leader because they do the same thing, which is neither one of them says anything. So why can it be cool for one and not the other?
Yeah, but you hear more about Steph's work ethic.
But I mean, honestly,
you know more about Steph's work ethic. You lying now. You hear about KD's work ethic, bro.
I've never heard a sentence about KD's.
Bro, I've never heard Steph. I only hear KD's. I only hear KD's work ethic. Everybody talk about how KD be in the gym and putting up shots. He's a gym rat.
You don't hear Steph running around making Edwards throw up, shooting 1,000.
We talking about training.
Yeah.
You don't know Steph's cardio is the best in the league.
I'm not aware of that. Now he got good cardio because he run a lot for sure.
He's running around.
He got good cardio for surely.
Best in the league?
Okay.
I don't know if it's the best in the league because that's not something I pay attention to, but he definitely got good cardio.
But he's not a vocal leader, is what I'm saying. Period. Everybody, look, like I said, I know all y'all LeBron fans. This is not a knock on LeBron, but a lot of this stuff for KD comes from LeBron went to Golden State, and they took a couple of titles that would have easily been LeBron's if KD ain't there. So I think it's a big swath of people because LeBron got the most haters in the NBA, but he got the most fans too. And I think all his fans turned their energy towards KD when he went over there, joined with Steph, and that prevented LeBron from winning extra titles. And I think I ain't saying y'all on the screen, but I think a lot of people didn't like that because it was LeBron. Now had Steph went to Cleveland, had KD went to Cleveland, been a different story. Because we all love LeBron, so we want LeBron to win, so it's cool. But because we stopped LeBron from winning, now it's a problem. I know that ain't with 100% of the people, but I'm saying it's a big, large swath of people.
So let me ask y'all this then. Since you saying that about him going to different team, what's the difference between KD and Kawhi? Because they both follow the same paths.
Dude, KD the only one get held to these standards, bro. I'm telling you, he's the only one. People talk about KD like he didn't stay in Oklahoma City for 9 years. Oh, he ran away. He stayed there 9 years. Matter of fact, he got to a championship. He got to a NBA Finals in his 4th year.
But I think the reason why we
act
say
like
so
KD
much about KD
didn't do nothing until he went to Golden State.
I know, like his career started in 2016.
That's the only reason why I think we knock him like that. It's how he left Oklahoma City. You was up 3-1 and then went to the same team to beat you. If he wouldn't have never went to Golden State, we wouldn't talk about KD like we do in a bad light.
I agree with that too.
The only, and I'm with you. I'm from that era of that too. But the only difference is Golden State did not win.
I'm feeling like they got finally
Yeah, Chop, you're right. He did blow a 3-1 lead. Then Steph blew a 3-1 lead after that. Put that up there now. Put the comment up there now, Chop. That Steph blew a 3-1 lead in the finals. Since it's about blowing 3-1 leads, we're gonna talk about Steph blowing a 3-1 lead in the finals, right? Okay, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's different standards. KD can blow a 3-1 lead in the conference finals. That's horrible. But Steph go to the finals with a team with the best record ever, 73 wins. But we don't say nothing about Steph. Oh, it's cool.
I give you that. I give you that.
It's cool. It's cool. Hey, Chop, you're right. He didn't go to Cleveland after that, but what he did, he called KD and asked KD to come to Golden State. Same fucking thing. Same thing, Chop. Explain to me.
Man, I mean, I don't have no issues with KD.
I know
KD is a dog face killer. My only thing, the way I look at it is, especially with free agency now, I think KD, a lot of teams, even if you look at it now, a lot of teams are really starting to pull back what they're willing to give up for KD.
Well, I think Phoenix played their hand too much. They thinking there's too much value on KD at 37. I'm not gonna give away. You know what they asked San Antonio for?
Oh,
they didn't just want Vassell and Big Boy and the 14.
Yeah.
They wanted.
Ain't no way in hell I made that trade either. I declined it too.
Yeah, it's like KD better than all of them in a vacuum if you're talking about one-on-one. But I'm not gonna give away that strong young core.
I'm not gonna give my rookie of the year. I'm not gonna give a rookie of the year and my number.
I'm not giving that up for LeBron. I'm not giving that up for Steph. It don't matter. I'm just not giving that up.
No.
You know, you still got to be reasonable and think about your future. Cause KD going there don't guarantee you no finals. So,
but the NBA just like a job though, man. They just going off the resume, and his resume speaks so highly that hey, they feel like they could give him this is what I want for this man.
But you know what KD also said? KD said, man, I have to be careful where I go. He said because I'm expensive, so wherever I go, it's gonna cost the team a lot of assets. He know that. He know that.
I just think it's time.
Do I feel like he done? Do I feel like he done?
You want to see KD in the Spurs uniform?
Do I?
Your name Dub, ain't it?
Do I want to see him in it?
Am I speaking Spanish? Damn.
Listen, this is the only way I want to see him in it. If he bring Westbrook with him.
Fuck no.
He bring Westbrook with him.
Why Russ? Russ one of my favorite players of all time. Why the fuck would you want Russ?
Let me tell you why. Because this is my team, and I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody got their team, so hear it from the GOAT. If you bring in a seasoned Westbrook and KD with a Popovich, with a young guard like Fox,
Popovich ain't
and a rookie of the year.
He don't. It's your team. You forgot Pop gone.
And you bring in a rookie of the year, and you bring in KD and Westbrook. And you see what Chris Paul did, played all 82 games under Popovich system. And you
Popovich ain't there.
Hold on. Listen to me now.
So you gonna play Russ, Fox, and motherfucking Chris Paul?
If you bring in KD and Westbrook to Pop system.
Hey, don't forget about the rookie they drafted at number 2. He a shooting guard / point guard.
Team full of point guards.
Listen. We got a bald-headed Wemby that's done went over here and done played with the Monks. I am guaranteeing if we bring KD in, we going to the Western Conference Finals, and you can stamp that on the 18th of June.
Tomorrow, the 18th.
Well, the 17th. Today 18th. Today 18th. Y'all can laugh. Y'all can kick me out the group chat. I am telling you.
You got to the Western Conference Finals.
I want it because you got to understand when Pop creates the best. Listen, when we get players and bring them to the Spurs, we bring the best out of them. Look at DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan ain't did nothing since he left for shame on him. Kawhi.
Dejounte Murray said he hate Pop.
Kawhi had one good year after us. He ain't did shit since he been hurt. When you come play with the greatest, your career, you need that tutelage. It ain't a player right now. Murray, DeRozan, all of them have such high praise of Pop and talk about how blessed their careers were. You bring
everybody down
over there, man, we go win. I'm telling you. It ain't about the age. It's about the coaching. It's about the system. And we are a system team. That's why KD want to come down there. He at that point in his career where he want to get under a system. Y'all don't see it. You gotta see it. That's okay.
You have a whole different system now in San Antonio, though.
They go slow the ball down for KD. He's gonna be ball dominant because they know Wemby can't do the certain things that KD can. That's an advantage for KD going down there. And then you bring Westbrook in to back up Fox, and he playing with his partner under Pop. Man, y'all don't see the vision yet, man. But I guarantee you, though, Y'all gonna come back 6 months from now and be like that goddamn dub.
I just feel like if KD ever goes to Spurs, Wemby's just gonna be faltered down to just like a rim protector.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
I feel like
because
that's what it's kind of become.
If you look at a lot of these teams, all they was missing was a KD type player, a power forward / small forward. They needed that. You need that type of player. That's what's wrong with Giannis. Giannis need to step out the small forward position and go to a power forward position. But he don't. When you took Middleton away, he couldn't do it. Long as he had Middleton, now he could dominate. Now you got to drop down and play Middleton position. That's not who Giannis is. So you bring in a KD type player in there that could play that power forward position and can rebound and step out and hit an outside jump shot and play a little bit of D. That's all you need. That's all Wemby needed.
Man, that joker ate his Wheaties before he got on this show, boy.
I thought some of them chemicals got in his system today when he was at work or something. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was just gonna let him go.
Boy, y'all hell, boy.
Boy,
y'all hell.
That joker don't play about them Spurs, boy. God dang.
I felt it.
Look, man, hey, I'm just saying, man. I've been a fan for a long time, man, and it's all about the system, man. But some of your best teams that win, it's all about the system. They plug and play players. And if you get a system like how the type of players now that KD and Westbrook is, they are perfect in their career for a Popovich system, man. That's all I'm saying. Perfect. That's why.
Why is his system gonna be there if he leave? Phil Jackson's system ain't never stayed nowhere after he left.
His system already gone. He gone.
Isn't he basketball operations?
He the general manager. He the GM.
Man,
yeah, but
Papa almost out. Man, Papa almost out of there, man.
His system, though. They're not gonna run his system.
Papa almost out of there, bro.
Long as that man in house, that's just like Jerry Jones. No matter what Jerry Jones, he the owner, but goddamn, he running everything else.
I mean,
long as
Jerry Jones different.
He running stuff.
Just get ready to go visit old boy in the hospice.
Hey, that boy Kevin Lewis said I almost sold him on it. Hey, Kevin, I was right there, boy. Hey, Kevin, I'm right there, boy.
Yeah, almost out of there.
Hey, I'm right there, boy.
Man, I wasn't even trying to laugh at that, Keith. Come on, man. Boy, you crazy for that, boy.
Hey, he heading that way, man. I'm telling you.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
God is definitely in his house. Maybe not in the same room, but he in that motherfucker.
He in there.
But y'all crazy, boy.
Yeah. So yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. KD, I don't know, man. I really don't know what KD want to do, honestly, man. I think he just want to play basketball, and I think that's it.
I think he's making a mistake on his choices, though, from all them reports I've been seeing about Minnesota wanting him and him saying he don't want to go. I'm like, that's where to me, he should only be looking at Minnesota or the Knicks. And I know they saying reports the Knicks didn't want him. I get all that, but I'm saying if he don't pick one, I don't see what the point.
As a KD fan, where you want to see him go, Keith?
But you know what else I'm noticing too?
If I could get him to go anywhere, it would be Minnesota. That's because I like Ant. You know, I love to see him and Ant play. But besides Minnesota and that personal, I would like to see him in New York because I think him in the East with New York. If you give up like a Cat, to me, I switch him and Cat out. You know,
New York.
I think he'll be more beneficial. So I think that probably gets them to the finals in the East, especially with Boston.
It goes back though. It still goes back to what y'all said though too. And I take my biasness for the Spurs out the way. He's going to teams where he can be the man and nobody else. And it's almost like the teams that want him or need him, they have leaders over there already. And he can't be the vocal and center point of that team. Think about when he went to Brooklyn. Wasn't nobody at Brooklyn. Think about when he went to Phoenix. Wasn't nobody at Phoenix. He's going to low budget teams that they feel like he wants the players to look up to him. You see what I'm saying? Like he's not trying to go to a powerhouse team where they can sit up there and have a joint of leaders together like a Golden State and make it work. I think he's at that point where he wants these youngsters to respect him. Anthony Edwards respect him, but he also want to bust his ass. You see what I'm saying? And he don't want to go over there with an Anthony Edwards.
You know why he don't want to go to State? You know why he don't want to go to Golden State? Because that shit you was just talking 5 minutes ago. Oh, you lost to him down 3-1, then you run over there to him. He tired of hearing that shit. I would be too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if I go back to Golden State, If I go back to Golden State and we win, all y'all gonna do is take credit from me again and say I can only win with Steph. Why would I even subject myself back to that? Like, to me, it don't make sense. Like, because y'all ain't gonna, not y'all, but I'm saying the world ain't gonna let him live if he go back to Golden State. That's the worst thing he can do. That's the
I
worst
think them
thing.
days over with.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I think them days over with.
Yeah. So moving on from KD, our last subject, man. Tomorrow night, Game 6. Is it over?
Yeah, it's done.
Nah.
It's done.
I don't know, man. The Pacers just don't give up.
It's done. I seen them give up when he took them out the game the last 2 minutes. That they waved the red. Ain't no way I'm taking my starters out the game in a game 5 like that and embarrassing them like that. Like, we fight to the end. Like, that was you don't take life from your team like that. And I think he waved the red flag, and you should have seen the look on Halliburton in face. Halliburton, they shut that man down. Like,
man,
they shut
a B-star anyway.
I understand injuries. They shut that man down.
Man, injuries ain't had nothing to do with that terrible game he was playing, because he was worse. He was worse before the injury.
That's Hallie for you, though. People talking about he's a superstar. And you can't let a nigga have one run.
He's a good player. He's a good player. I'm not gonna say overrated like that, like a lot of people saying. He's a good player, but he's not. And throughout the whole game, he's not a consistent player. Is what I'm saying. He'll give you a clutch shot here and there and a key steal, but he's not a consistent player. That's all, and it's starting to show. They don't have no consistent players on their team. Whereas with OKC, man, you can pick anybody out their bench and they'll give you 15 off the bench. Like, let's just be honest. That team is stacked with good role players. And that's what's winning. Yep.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Indiana could use a Kevin Durant right now. That's who need Kevin Durant tomorrow. They need somebody else that can score. Because Halliburton, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never subscribed to that he a superstar stuff, but I was giving him credit as a star, future star. Could he done made me look at him differently. And I don't know. I'm trying to reserve my opinion on him because I saw Oklahoma City defense do the same thing to Ant. But it's way worse what they're doing with Halliburton. And I think
I agree.
I think Halliburton, his stock has shot up. I think it's crashing down like one of the England Rockets right now, bro. I'm telling you.
I feel like he best as a 2 option, but if he was a 3 option and you got 2 scores with him, he'll be amazing.
Bro, he needs to be a third
amazing. Option. Yeah, his best is 2, but he'll be amazing at the 3rd option. He's not a 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And to me, he playing hot potato with the ball too much. Soon as he get it, he passing. He ain't even looking to do nothing. And I'm like, he don't want to throw. Yeah, but I think it's that defense, man, because OKC, they ain't the best team I ever seen. And I ain't gonna even say even close to that. But they got some of the best hands. Like when you're talking about steals and just intercepting the ball, man, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Oh man, I love how they play the passing lanes. Like that's where they get most of their steals from, playing that passing lane.
Bro, if you watch these games, Indiana is starting from half.
They got a team full of free safeties.
Bro, when they get the ball over half court, in the next 3-4 seconds, they done push Indiana all the way back to half court. Like they constantly going backwards when they on offense. It's constant.
I like what Ryan Canley said, man. If you hold Shea under 30 points, you got a chance to win. Actually, they'll win if they can. I think the key to them.
That man average 30.
You got to keep Shea off the free throw line, man.
That's hard to do, brother.
You're right. I agree.
That's hard to do.
I agree.
I mean, he good at what he do, man. He good at drawing fouls. He really good at it.
Yeah, he is.
And I know some of those are questionable, but if you're a good actor, man, you're just a good actor.
Yeah, look at James Harden. James Harden did it in Houston all the time, and people was complaining about it.
Man, but that's why I always say though, man. Like I see everybody, on social media always making a complaint about, players getting away with fouls, bro. That's like anything that I can do to get an up on you. That's what I'm gonna do. Like that's your job. It's the same way with receivers in football. If I can sell a call to make it look like you a pass interference, I'm gonna sell it. That's part of the game. Whatever you can do to be successful, you got to do it. That's just what it is. I know it sucked, and I know they be like, "Oh, that's trash," and they didn't play like that in the '90s. Go back and look. A lot of them did as well.
And Fred, I do agree with you. I agree with that to a certain extent, but mostly I do. Mostly I do. But only thing I will say to that point, yeah, you do what you got to do to win, get the edge. But you can't be mad at me if I see it and call it out. Now you do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I ain't knocking it because if you leave with that ring at the end of the day, that's all we're gonna remember. But look at D Wade. D Wade averaged damn near 20 free throws when Miami won that title. He mastered how to draw a foul in that series. And he had a great series. But the free throws holds him back from a series like I would say when Dirk won that first one.
Yeah.
You know, whenever you skirt the line, as long as you within the rules, I don't have no problem with it. But I still got the right to say, but yeah, you definitely manipulating the game. But I ain't mad at you, but I still see it.
Hey, my boy Marquis said if they keep SGA on the third and the Thunder win, do they give SGA the MVP or should Jay Will get it?
SGA getting the Finals MVP. That's a done deal.
Yeah, ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about that.
I think he already got that sold up.
Unless J-Dub come out and score 70 next game,
yeah,
they're gonna have to do shit like that.
If he hit another high 40, 45, and maybe they lock Shea up, maybe you got maybe it's a close vote. But I think ultimately Shea averaging over 30 this series, man, efficiently. And J-Dub, he done had 2 great games, the last 2, but he also done had some up and down games this series.
Yeah. And one thing about that team, it ain't no who the leader. Everybody know that Shea team.
Yeah, I just look at the overall way Shea play, man. Like, you know, because Jay Will, man, he had a good game, but I just look at the overall, man, how this man come down the court, man, and he just ball dominant, man. And it's the things he do. It might not look spectacular, but he gets to the free throw line. He gets to each spot that he want, man. Like when he want to get to a down low, he's gonna get down in the box. Like he get any shot he want. He's 6'6". He got a nice little turnaround jump on him. I mean, he got a complete game, man. You know,
but I'm gonna tell you, that boy Jalen Williams, I do see something in him that's a little different from Shea.
Yeah,
that ain't fully developed yet. So I do think that
he got more dog in him.
He got some potential. Yeah, he got some dog.
He a big James Harden to me. I'm gonna just be honest.
He got some potential. I mean, he got a real good finish. He know how to use the glass. I be looking at the little nuances like that. When he go to the hole, he hard to stop. So I'm not saying he better than Shea. I'm not saying he gonna ever be better than Shea. But what I am saying is he got some shit he ain't unlocked yet that I'm still looking at.
Yeah, he got plenty of potential. He do.
Yeah,
he got plenty.
Jalen Williams, he can go unlock some stuff.
Yeah.
Now see, Rod, it's like my bro. Look at you trying to put him out there. Cookie, you still riding with the Pacers. Now look, Rod, everybody on here is really against me at all times. But they're all saying
stop that shit, dude.
No, man.
They're all saying our private group that I never said they would win. I just said people thinking it's gonna be a sweep or a 4-1. People was underestimating Indiana. That's all I said. And I stand on that. You know, but no, I didn't ever think they could actually win the series.
I mean, I picked OKC in 6, and I mean, it looked like it's gonna be that. So
I picked them in 6 too, but for a minute I thought they could push to 7.
Man, I like I said, originally I picked OKC 4-2, and I think honestly, man, you know, Indiana ain't had nothing to lose, so they really gonna play like some super duper dogs. Yeah, they ain't got nothing to lose, man. Everybody picked OKC pretty much from the jump, so that's why you getting that hard play that you done got out of Indiana, because they just free balling. Because if they be like, okay, if we lose, they expect us to lose anyway. Mm-hmm. So we just gonna go out here and play like some dogs and see what we can do.
And you don't want to go a game 7 with Indiana right now with them having that mentality.
You really don't though. I'm with you on that. E. They better not lose tomorrow.
So better not. I'm serious.
Game 7,
you put Indiana, you put them in front of that OKC crowd, and they know they got a chance to play spoiler in front of these people. You don't want that on not with Halliburton. I'm not saying, I'm telling you, that dude will hit a clutch shot and hurt your soul, man. Like, you don't want to go back to Oklahoma City playing these dudes, man. You don't.
Nah,
I don't know, man. I think I would still pick OKC easy at the crib in 7.
I would pick them, but I wouldn't pick them easy.
And after this year, you won't hear nothing else from Indiana no more. Watch what I tell you.
It's a wrap, boy.
I think it's a good chance of
right,
that,
LJ.
Fred.
It's over with. That franchise finna crumble.
I ain't gonna say it's over with. They'll be a perennial playoff team.
Yeah, I still think they'll be playoff squads, but as far as making it to the finals, I don't think that's gonna happen.
But this is what we gotta be honest too about Indiana. They pretty much got some young horses over there. Neesmith, what's it? Neesmith. What's the other one start with an N?
Yeah, put
they
your
got Neesmith and they got
Nembhard, and Matherin. They got some young horses over there. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
They got some young horses, so
I think they get rid of Miles Turner. I think they move on from him, and try to bring in another big man eventually. I think his time up there. He been over there the longest. I think teams go try to trade for him and put him on an actual, Western Conference team.
I don't know, man. They might better try to hold on to him.
Now,
and then again, too, man,
right.
the East is kind of. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be down next year, but I think it'll still be kind of wide open, especially with Boston. Boston gonna take a step back because you're gonna be without Tatum. So I think they're gonna take a small step back. We really don't know what we're gonna get from Cleveland, and you don't know what you're gonna get from New York. So I think it's still kind of wide open in a sense.
Wide open, yeah. Because you don't, and even with the Bucks, with that team the Bucks had, they got some revamping to do too with their roster.
Yeah, they talking like the Bucks been talking like they want to go after some big free agents. But here's the thing, though, I don't know who want to go to Milwaukee and play.
Well, Milwaukee is they in that
I was
second
just gonna
apron.
say who want to go to Milwaukee,
but Milwaukee in that second apron, so
yeah, they're gonna have to do something.
Yeah, but then you got to think about it. If I'm a star and I'm 5, 6, 7 years in, I go sign a 2+1 with Milwaukee just to go try to get a ring real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm like in the middle, like heading towards my peak, and I know I can play with a peak Giannis, I would consider that. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, because players don't make decisions on basketball no more. It's about everything else.
Yeah.
In a sense, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you just a role player that just really want to go somewhere and win, but these big stars, man. I think these boys shouldn't be all about that bread now, man.
Mm-hmm. Like if you look at these teams, like how OKC was built, even Boston, like they brought these teams in, man, and they drafted these guys. You know what I mean? Like they weren't no big time players, coming into the draft. Some of them. So it's like y'all just said, man. These big name players, man, they all about that money now, and it's all about marketing with them. And whoever got the bigger bag, that's what they going to. They trying to get their name put out there. That's why you have these teams like your Indiana's. And it's almost like a team in the NCAA tournament where you got a team full of seniors and you wonder why they get into the Cinderella Sweet 16 because they've been playing together for so long. You know what I mean? When you keep putting big superstars on teams and not gelling with the players that's already over there, you're not going to win. So
that era is over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's over with, man. And they slowly making this league be balanced, boy.
Yeah,
slowly making it balanced.
It's getting back to how it was 10, 15 years ago.
Bro, that second apron is just like the old hard cap.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
It's just like it. Phoenix, I already saw it, but Phoenix really showed me this year that they ain't got no flexibility to do nothing.
None.
They weren't the only one, but that was the most high profile team that you said, okay, they can't make a move if they wanted to. But look, before we forget this though, I know y'all probably seen that meme going around last couple of days. 2011, was it 2011? No, 2012 versus 2025 OKC. Who y'all picking? The OKC team that went to the finals, lost to LeBron them, or this OKC team?
I think Russ and KD better than everybody on their team. I think they getting spanked.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go with this team because of the defense and the balance. That's the only reason. That they have this team this year is an overall more balanced team. Each player play defense. They got players that can play defense off the bench, and they can play offense off the bench. And I'm a bench player. I'm coming from the Spurs background. You got to have a bench to win championships.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out who is the player now that's gonna do anything with KD.
No, just hold on. We're gonna get to that. Fred, who you picking?
I think I would lean more towards this team. Kind of like E-Dub said, this team is a whole lot better defensive team. That this team can really play some defense, and I think they got more. I think they got more shooters as well. So I would probably lean towards this squad.
Right. So this. What about you, Channing?
2012.
I agree. So let me ask y'all this insane question in reverse. Could this OKC team this year beat the 2012 Miami Heat?
No.
No.
Could the 2012 OKC beat Indiana this year?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'll dominate them. KD will have a field day on Siakam.
I think they'll dominate Indiana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what is Halliburton gonna do with a young Russ?
No, I ain't talking about Halliburton them versus No, I ain't talking about Halliburton them versus He ain't gonna be able to do nothing with Russ. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. No, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Wait. Are y'all saying that they don't have any bench? 2012 Thunder?
I didn't say that.
No.
I'm
not saying they didn't have a bench. I just think this overall team is better than that 2012 squad.
Mm-hmm.
And they better on the defensive end than that squad. That's just me.
See, and I feel you, man. But this my only thing. We gotta admit this. Even this series with Indiana made OKC look not as strong as I thought they would before they went into this series. I'm just saying, when they faced Jokic them, I felt like Jokic them was gonna take them. I felt like that was their test. Like, okay, this is the real test if you can get by Denver, because Joker's still the man. When they got to Indiana, I was just like everybody else. I knew they were gonna win the series, but then when I got to hearing everybody say, "Oh, it's gonna be a sweep," it ain't gonna be. I was like, "Nah, it ain't gonna be that. Indiana better than that." But Indiana still ain't no world beater. They ain't even Pascal Siakam, who is their best player. At best on a superstar team, maybe he's the third option. You know, so I just can't really truly gauge OKC because of who they playing in the finals now. I know I ain't saying that's fair, but I'm just saying I would have liked to see them play against a better team in the East, so I could really see what they really made of. You know, because to me, Indiana just don't have no elite scorer. That the game is on the line. It's like game 5. Game 4. Game on the line. We got the lead. They get some momentum. We need that one player that can get a bucket at will. They don't have that. So now you're depending on balance all the time. And sometimes you just need that player to say, I ain't looking for the best play. I'm looking for my play. Yeah. You know, and I think that's I think that kind of hurt them as a team that they don't have that person. So I got to go with 2012. Then I don't think nobody on that team right now could do nothing with a peak Russ and peak KD. I don't. As good as that defense is, who you gonna put on KD from the 2025 team? I don't see. What you gonna put, Caruso?
Yeah, Caruso.
He gonna 2012 KD, the leading scorer, the lead.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna.
I
think Dort will do pretty good on KD because of the body size.
Man, you don't think no shit like that,
man. Bro, come on, Prince, don't you do me like that, man.
He gonna find him out.
I didn't say not one time he was finna shut that man down. Don't y'all do that.
He don't have a chance.
I didn't say, man, y'all didn't even let me.
He little. KD can't see him when he shoots.
He'll.
Yeah, he ain't got Don't confuse me doing the
I'm gonna tell you
Halliburton.
what I should have did. I should just stayed logged off when I got disconnected just then.
No, but hey, I can't disagree with you though, E. I think I agree. I agree with you, man. I
No,
mean,
you don't, bro. That's like saying Dort got something to do with
Man,
Bron.
Dre, don't do that, bro. Don't you do that shit.
Well,
Dort stopping Bron or containing LeBron.
Yeah, but here's my thing though.
Shannon, man, I need you to help me, man.
Here's my thing. Here's the thing. It don't matter who you put on KD, he gonna get 30 plus. We know that. But can I make you get a hard 30 plus? Can I make it be hard on you? What you mean? No,
yes, you can.
It's too small. KD shooting right over him.
If he lock him up in the fourth quarter.
Here's the thing. It ain't about shooting. We understand he can shoot over him. We've seen a lot. We've seen people make it hard on Kobe. So let's stop there. It can be made.
Who Lou Dort?
Okay, what's the guy name from Boston?
Ruben Patterson.
No.
The one from Memphis.
The other dude.
The one from Memphis.
Yeah,
Tony Allen. Tony Allen.
We've seen.
But Tony Allen is an all-time great defender.
I get that.
He is not Lou Dort. Lou Dort is not that.
Shannon, I'm not saying.
defense.
Hold on, time out, fellas.
Lou Dort is not that.
I'm not saying he a better defender than Tony Allen. I'm just talking about somebody making life a little more difficult. That's all I'm saying.
Caruso will be their best. Caruso will be their best player against KD.
Hell no.
He's strong and he's struggling.
Caruso will just guard Joker, bro.
I'm not saying that he's a bad player to put
He got
on.
better instincts, bro. Caruso got amazing instincts,
If you watch Caruso,
I give you that, Keith. I give you that.
Caruso a better defender than Dort.
If you watch Caruso, he's very smart. He plays smart basketball.
He got the instincts.
He's smart. So I'm not saying they're gonna stop. I'm not saying they're gonna shake KD down. That's not gonna happen. I'm just saying if you can have somebody that could kind of frustrate him a little bit, kind of make it a little bit harder, he's still gonna get his 30.
Listen, and then I just seen Chop. I've been waiting to eat Chop up. 30 ain't 30. You can get 30 in the first half and don't score no damn more the rest of the game. So 30 ain't 30. Like let's stop that word. See,
I don't think 30 is 30
because
is 30.
you can give me 30 in the first half and then don't come through in the clutch in the fourth quarter when I need you to score again.
No, hold up. I'm gonna tell you why I feel like 30 ain't 30. Because Indiana, the pressure that Indiana been putting on Shea, they be gassed out there, bro.
They do.
He be gassed. Even though he still get his 30, but it be difficult, bro.
It's an efficient 30.
Hey, Chop my boy, man.
That 30 that Shea be getting, that be difficult. It be teeter-totting to an L, bro.
Yeah.
If it was 12 or 40, I would agree with you. But he's shooting 58%, I think.
No, I know he's gonna get his numbers. All I'm saying is the pressure that Indiana in a couple of those games should have went Indiana way.
Damn right.
And it was because of the pressure that they was putting on Shea.
But yeah, you're right.
If Shea wouldn't have hit that shot, if Shea wouldn't, and it was travel when he hit it, let's be real.
No,
he
it
don't
wasn't
hit
travel,
that jumper,
bro.
Indiana up. Let's be real.
According to NBA rules, it's not a travel. According to NBA rules.
You right.
Hey, bro, but we got to be honest, bro. It's a double-edged sword because for the way the world thought OKC was going to be some world beaters,
yeah,
Indiana have made even one or two games where Indiana done lost, they still could have won. Like it ain't been no overwhelming difference. And I'm just saying that Indiana to me is a really, really good team. They're not no great team. So I'm just saying if you put this OKC team up against a great team, I don't know if they holding it because you having problems.
Is that 2012 OKC a great team though?
Yeah, they just faced a greater team.
You think that 2012 team was? You think they was a great team?
Great.
No, yes. I can't give them great.
I believe so. To my core,
because honestly, that team didn't reach their full potential to me. It didn't. That each one of those players, each one of those players flourished after they left.
You think about this though. When KD get drafted, 08, right?
Yeah.
Bron got drafted in 03.
03.
So by the time KD is able to lead OKC to the finals, he's against prime Optimus Prime run.
Exactly.
So now your time to win is during the LeBron James Miami era when they went 4 years in a row.
Same way how the Spurs swept. Same way how the Spurs swept LeBron.
As good as KD was, who was probably the second best player in the league, LeBron was still the best. Yeah. So I'm in my prime. Even though you second, I'm number one. You're really not supposed to beat me, right? So then when he finally gets past, well, LeBron is not there no more. That's when they ran into Steph. They was on their way to go back to the finals. Because, people forget KD already went to the finals. They only talk about when he blew a 3-1 lead. They don't talk about when he beat a hard-ass San Antonio team to get to the finals at that time. But I'm neither here nor there. But now, you see where I'm going with it? It's just...
Well, it's the same way how Tim Duncan told LeBron, you gonna be great in this league, but this is my year. You know what I mean? So it was the same thing. So LeBron had to go through that same process that KD did when they lost. That's all it was, man. You got a man that was in his prime at the time. That's all it was. But that team didn't reach their full potential because nobody, and I don't care what nobody say, I don't think nobody seen James Harden leaving Oklahoma City and going to Houston and doing what he did.
And I'm gonna tell you something else too. Russell Westbrook in year 3-4, you talking about somebody that'll help Shea up and down the court.
I agree, but I think he will stay in foul trouble though.
But see, but look at what you're saying. So you're saying Dort can be physical with KD, but that's cool. But
no, I'm not saying it's cool. I think Dort is a smarter defender than Russ.
But your whole point was about physicality. I'm saying Russ is gonna be physical.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah, he's gonna be physical.
Okay, so he's gonna get his numbers. It's gonna be a physical game.
If that's the case, then are we playing by 2012 refs or are we playing by 2025 refs?
Play by 2018. Split it down the middle. It don't matter. They're not going to beat KD, Russ, and Harden them. They may not.
They may not.
And that ain't taking nothing from them.
I just think this team a little bit better, just a tad bit better.
It's more well-rounded.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
And then that's just them. That's just KD, Russ, and Harden. Y'all aren't even thinking about like Thabo Cephalosha, Ibaka, Nick Collison, a few others.
That Kirk was decent. Hey, Kirk wasn't good.
Yeah, no, you can't. Don't never say Cephalosha again, ever.
That boy said Cephalosha, man.
You hear me? Don't ever say his name again, bro.
He was a defender.
Cephalosha was tough. He was a good perimeter defender. He could hit shots.
He was a defender.
Okay.
Next you go Mr. Andre Roberts.
He was a defender. I give you that.
Yeah, he was a defender, but hey, man.
Hey, Derek Fisher. I just saw that. Derek Fisher.
Oh, man.
They had a good team. That team was good as well. We should have won a championship.
Man, don't stop. Okay, Channing. Enough is enough, Channing.
That boy said Derek Fisher.
I know he was at the end of his, years, but he was a good leader.
Making a good point though.
He was important in OKC.
Okay. Think about this.
He was important, yeah.
Think about this. What Channing just said. He naming bench players that's pretty good. Y'all keep saying how deep. Hold on. Y'all keep saying how deep OKC is. If we start naming Casey Wallace and Wiggins, they gonna be on the same level that y'all. Your bench players ain't supposed to be superstars. All he's naming is the supporting cast and that they decent players.
I'm gonna tell you who over on that bench for OKC that should be getting more clock. That's really good. Jalen Williams is really darn good.
Arkansas Jalen Williams.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know why he's not getting more clock.
I don't either.
But when he play, the boy can play.
And he can shoot threes.
Yeah. I don't know why he ain't getting more clock. I don't know what it is, but every time he get on that court, he was a starter at one. He was a starter at one point. I guess that may have something to do with Chet, though.
Drop the triple double this season.
And they brought Hartenstein in too. He won with him last year.
Yeah, I think that had a lot to do with it. Yeah, But Chet, I tell you what though. Speaking of Chet, he needs to be beat though, man. Chet been looking horrible, man.
You think
he played good? He played good, then he looked horrible for 2 games. Then he'll come back and play good.
Yeah, I can see that. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
So I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm gonna stick with my 4-2 prediction. I'm gonna stick with that.
I know Indiana. Must win. To me, this must win for Oklahoma. I know it sounds good going back in front of your home state, and all that, but get it done. If you got the opportunity to get it done, get it done.
Hey,
like,
look.
don't play with Indiana. Indiana is not the team you want to play with, because let's be real. You get these second and third quarter 12-point leads, and then here come 5 minutes left in the fourth, and the game tied. You don't want to keep playing a team like that.
Well,
with their back against the wall.
The whole point of your point, injuries could happen. Anything could happen. You just don't want to get to a game 7 if you don't have to. Exactly. I would still, if I got my last $2, I'm gonna bet on OKC if I got a bet, but I don't think it's just 100%. I think it's probably 80% chance they're gonna win though. So,
hey, what y'all think about Jeannie Busner, man, the Bus family?
$10 million.
You think that was a good move?
$10 billion? You don't?
Oh, hey, it sounds good to me.
$10 billion to sell the Lakers?
Yeah, today.
Yeah,
that was honestly probably the best thing for the Lakers, man. The ownership.
Wait. She sold the Lakers?
$10 billion.
Well, I think she's
majority ownership.
I think she still got 15%, but she ain't making no calls. She ain't making no shots.
But they sold it at a $10 billion evaluation, though.
Right. Yeah.
So whatever money they got it based on a $10 billion value.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought the Lakers was gonna be like the Rooneys. Like, I feel like the Rooneys are gonna always be over the Steelers. If somebody that's not a Rooney on the Steelers is gonna be like, damn, for real. I kind of thought the Lakers were gonna be like that. I thought it was always gonna be a bus over that shit.
Bro, what you don't realize is LeBron James came to the Lakers and he done made Jenny grow gray hair because they always got
don't blame that on bro.
She ready to get the hell away from LeBron James. Yeah, I had to throw something in there.
See what I be talking about, man. See what I be talking about, bro.
That's messed up. Hey, but look, let me ask y'all this though, man. I just seen to take it away from basketball for a second while y'all up on here. Shador Sanders got pulled over this morning going 100
miles an hour.
Man,
oh no, don't be a nigga already.
100, what are you doing? 101?
He was doing 101 this morning.
Man, you know, when I seen that, man, I kind of dropped my head though, man, because we just seen what Henry Ruggs went through when he had that accident and killed that girl, man. Like some stuff, man, we should already know that we got to be careful with.
You're not bigger than the program, bro. You already under immense scrutiny, bro. Why you out here doing stupid shit?
That's it.
Some stuff I just don't understand how we keep making the same old mistakes over and over again.
It's the Ja Rule gun thing. It's the Ja Rule with the gun, you know?
Yep. We can't go to parents and we can't say nothing like that. He got to take his own L and take accountability for himself as a young man.
Oh, it ain't got nothing to do with prime.
Yeah.
Oh no. You already know Prime ain't standing for that. No way.
Prime on his ass for sure.
The only thing it got to do with Prime is he got prime blood. So sometimes I don't think he can control it. I got to show off like my daddy. I don't think his dad approve of it. He ain't telling him that, and you ain't Prime. But you do got it going through your veins. So every once in a while, you gonna stunt. And I think
I tell people all the time, man. DNA is something serious, man. Like your child is gonna carry whatever trait that you have in you 9 times 100%. Out of 10, man. Yeah,
they gonna have some of you in them.
Yeah,
man. Anyway, fellas, man, it was a good show, man. Real good show, man. Feel good getting back on here. I know it's been a while, man. So maybe
definitely.
Maybe Friday. Well, no, it's the weekend. I know FJ them gonna be in Hollywood somewhere, so I ain't.
Man.
And I know. Look, Dre, he finna be with all the big time rappers in Dallas. You know, he getting invited to the big rapper parties now.
Okay,
I see Dre out here
doing a little something, man. I'm trying to do a little something.
Hey, look, keep putting that name out there, man.
Oh yeah, that's it, man. Well, man, hey, look, I think Indiana. I think they blew their best shot, but if they can push it to a 7, we gonna see. But if not, man, let's try to get together pretty fast after the championship, so we can talk about this upcoming draft.
Oh yeah, we gotta get back out to Arkansas, win this World Series, man, because it's
they play tonight, don't they?
Yes, sir. They play LSU.
And right now, it's in the bottom of the field. Arkansas up 1-0.
So Arkansas got to win another one, though, right?
Listen, man, we got the pitching, man. The run.
They got to win one more. LSU automatically go, but Arkansas got to win one more.
Yeah, Arkansas got to beat LSU twice.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they got to beat them twice.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's kind of tough to do in baseball, man.
Yeah,
you gotta think, man. You know, Arkansas having to win 4 games in a row to make it to the championship. That's a lot.
That's a lot of
Proud
ball.
of him,
Yeah,
though.
that's a lot of ball.
Well,
I gotta
man,
give
well,
it
hey,
to
man,
them though. They've been tough coming out that losers bracket though. I gotta give them that much though.
Yeah. Well, bet, man. Yeah, we definitely need to chop it up with that, especially if they make it, man. But anyway, man, we want to appreciate everybody that hung in there with us today. All the engagement, man. It's all love. We appreciate y'all breaking bread with us, man. Appreciate all the fellas as usual. If you're watching this video now, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you watch it later, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, Dre, what's your Instagram and YouTube for your channel?
From All Angles podcast, man.
The
We're on
hottest
YouTube.
podcast coming out the South right now. Y'all better go check my little bro out. He killing it.
Trying my best, man. From All Angles.
And look, we ain't got to
Already.
promote the James family because we see them on TV every week now. So, you know,
Hey,
it
look,
is what it is.
listen, I got my ticket to the Kansas City show brewing in October. You hear me, man? Listen, I'm in
appreciate
there.
you, bro.
Hey,
Appreciate you.
I'm right
Good
up the
looking
road
out,
from
man.
you, brother. I'm an hour and a half from you, so I'm in there.
That's
Already,
what's up.
man. Appreciate
Yes,
the love,
sir.
fam.
That's what's up, man. Well, hey, y'all know our favorite saying: when it's time to go, it's time to go. Peace.
All right, fella.
All money in. Prince. And we partaking. Proud of myself, I didn't pull up today. You'll never find my name in nobody case. Steady yourself, move at your own pace. Gotta always remember that the turtle won the race. Go with your move, always think twice. Cause if you think once, it can cost you your life.